Um, I'd like to give you a coffee snob tip that I developed many years ago. And this tip is for getting, if you like in the summer, if you like iced coffee, a big problem, even if you go to like a local coffee shop, not like a chain, is getting fresh iced coffee. So what they usually do is they make coffee and then they put it in if it's a local coffee shop, right? They put it in the refrigerator for whatever, 24 hours, 12 hours until it gets cold. So it's like sitting there, and if you are someone who has high standards and likes immediately fresh coffee or you don't want it at all, I developed a secret to doing this. And what I basically do is I get, and I've got the measurements down. So it's I get those clear 16-ounce cups, right? And I have them fill it up to over the top with ice. And then basically have them do depending on how big the shots are, right? A single or a double shot. And they just pour the espresso over the ice. And what you'll see is if it's a 16-ounce cup, immediately, because the espresso is so hot, you'll lose some ice. And then I just ask them to top it off, and you give them a good tip, right? But you top it off, so it's all the way to the top. And what's going to happen is, as you sip it over time, more ice is going to melt, and it's going to get more and more watery, and it really tastes like iced coffee. Except to me, it tastes better, especially if you go to a place that has how there's this trend of this blonde espresso, which if you're a purist, you really don't like it. So I like a traditional Italian roast espresso, and or a French roast espresso, and I like that clean, sharp feeling on the palate, which you don't get with these blonde espressos. It's like sickly sweet and hangs there. But what I've actually found is when you have these espressos over ice, as I call them, if it's a good, real, espresso roast, it gives you an ashen aftertaste. And it actually reminds you like when you go camping. I don't know if you go camping, but if you make coffee, sometimes like ashes from the fire will get into the coffee, and you take a sip and it's so delicious, because this clean, literally tastes like you have ashes in your mouth, and it tastes great. So that's what I find with these espressos over ice. You get an ash taste that you don't get with a hot espresso or another type of espresso drink, So it's fantastic. And I add cream to it. I used to add sugar, but I don't use sugar in my coffee anymore. But literally, you just add cream and sugar. It's like a nice coffee, but it's instantly fresh. It hasn't sat for 12 hours or 24 hours. So hope that helps.